Hi, it's Caroline from the Simplicity Sisters. This video is going to be a little bit random because I'm basically just going around showing very random items from the house that I've gotten rid of through the past few months that didn't really necessarily have a category, but the process of what, how, and why is always interesting to me and helpful to me when I am trying to minimalize things and get rid of more stuff. I enjoy watching it from other people. So through the months since we started the channel, I've just had a few clips of a few things here and there that I couldn't just put in kitchen category or toys category or books or whatever. So I wanted to still document it and show this is what I'm getting rid of and this is why. Hopefully this helps someone. I'm sorry it's a little bit random. Normally I like to do things that are more in a category, but not everything fits in a category, and these were things that were pressing, things that were keeping my room untidy that I felt like I just had to get to and I couldn't just keep putting off. So some of these clips are from a few months ago and some of them are more current, but I thought it would be nice to see. So if you have any questions for me, please let me know and enjoy the video. Okay, this is Alex's diabetes supplies from through the years, and it's so many. He pulled out 2 packets and we're gonna trash the rest. This isn't even relevant anymore. I think he's had this since before we got married. And yeah, it's expensive to keep up with your staying alive habit when you're a diabetic, but there are some things that you just can't hold on to for more than a decade, so. You guys, I just found a Ziploc with our first child's first haircut hair. And it's like, it's sad. It's definitely lighter than it is now. You know, it's his baby hair. And I did want to save this and I felt like I wasn't allowed to not save it. But it looks so weird. It's honestly just, it's not like it's a lock or a ponytail or something. And what am I gonna do with this, you know? And yeah, it's cool maybe to have the actual hair, but we have pictures of him when he was that age. We have probably thousands. So part of me making this little clip is just to acknowledge that here it is, we have it. It was nice to keep for a while, but you know, it's time to get rid of this hair. I don't really want to be that mom who's keeping just the weird stuff. And the thing is, I know that when our son is older, if I showed him this, he would just be like, well, that's weird, you know? It's not like he'd be like, oh, that's so sweet that you saved my hair, or wow, that's cool, or let me look at my hair from when I was a baby. He's not gonna do that. He will not care, and I think it would be more of a mental burden. So I'm gonna get rid of this, but we'll always have this video, I guess. Okay, so this is a little purse that I actually sewed in a sewing class when I was probably 8 or 9 years old. It's not the only thing I have from that project. We did a project maybe every day that week for this camp that I did, and I have a really awesome cat quilt that I made that I really like that our second sleeps with. And that's more of the thing that I probably want to keep, even though I do think this is a fun little bag and it's a fun pattern. And I picked it out and everything, but I don't need to keep it. And this is just, honestly, I never use this as a purse. I never have. This is just, it's basically been a placeholder for all of the buttons and pins that I've collected through the years. This is where Alex and I used to live. We loved it there. I don't remember where I got this. It looks like a gelato place, but I don't need it. This is where I used to work. I worked at TCBY for a hot minute, and it was fun to get some little buttons for it. Just different places we visited and gone to. This is for a short film that a dear friend of ours made, and you know, you want to rep your friends. This was my grandmother's, I think, but I've never used it. And on the back we have more. You have just all these different things. This was the only one I'll probably keep, and I'll probably put this in Well, I might keep this one too. This is like a vintage. These are both from my grandmother. The point is, I do not need this whole thing, and I really don't need to keep it. I might offer it to my daughter to see if she would for some reason love having a purse, but honestly, my kids are so violent that I'm hesitant to give them anything with a strap that they could potentially strangle themselves with. So I don't know, I'll probably just get rid of this whole thing. I thought this was good to bring up because I have held on to this tiny little drawstring bag for a couple of years now. The reason, we've never once used it, not once, but this was for our brand new Moby. This was one of the bigger purchases we made when I was pregnant with our second. We had borrowed a nice old black Moby from a friend with our first, and we loved it, and then she wanted it back when she got pregnant again, and she told me that up front, so we kind of knew that it wasn't going to be forever, but we loved the Moby so much and felt like it was one of those things that we almost couldn't live without as parents, because we do a bunch of, it's just hard not baby wearing and trying to get anything done in your life. So we bought one, and I was really excited because I got a lighter color. I really loved this turquoise color, and it wasn't that expensive, but at the time it felt like a big purchase for us. We've never used the bag, and we're not going to, and I'm not even keeping this for resale because, for one thing, I don't know when in the future we're going to resell it, and also it's already not as nice as the older one that I had used, because the old Mobies were good quality, and these new ones, I'm not impressed, to be honest. It's already stretched out, it has faded in color, it has turned like a faded yellow only where the baby sits, like where it's exposed to the sun. It is stretched out, it's thinner, which I thought was going to be nice because of the summer and it being more breathable and everything, but honestly it's just annoying because it doesn't hold the baby as well. It's gotten stretched out. So I feel really good about getting rid of this because it's just kind of been a frustrating, weird, what do I do with this thing? And we need fewer of those things in our lives. Okay, I'm going through my paper stuff and I just wanted to document this. I was given this by my mom. This is an ultrasound of me. And I'm gonna throw it away because I really don't need it. I'm gonna take a picture of it and throw it away. But I had never seen an ultrasound of me before. I didn't know that my mom had any. It was, I was born a while ago, so things were not, she didn't get many ultrasounds, and I didn't know that this existed. But I thought, okay, cool. I'll look at the ultrasound. I wonder what it looks like. I wonder what my ultrasound was like. Has the quality improved? Maybe am I gonna look like my kids when I was having ultrasounds with them? Is our bone structure the same, whatever. So I go to look. Ultrasounds have not improved that much. If you don't get a 3D, this is not that far off from what I have for my kids. Honestly, the biggest difference is the print quality. This is not glossy, and this is lower res printing, and it's, closer to 30 years old, this paper. So, not great. But this is not my face, you guys. This is my gender. So anyway, that made me laugh. Yeah, nothing of my face. Nothing that would suggest anything other than, some pixels. This is a lock of my hair from when I was probably 10 or so. It was a big chop. A few years ago, this was a huge color difference, and now it's like my hair has kind of come full circle and it looks exactly like my hair now. And I used to have corkscrew ringlets, and then I had kids and my hair went straight again. So this is basically like my hair now. Even if it wasn't, this is weird. This isn't even from my mom with her baby's hair. This is just me being weird, keeping hair. And Alex told me a few months ago when this surfaced, he was like, you've kind of always been weird about keeping hair when you have haircuts. And I did not know that about myself. It's good sometimes to have a partner of some kind who can tell you these things. Like, I didn't know that was weird to keep hair. I have a lot of weird habits. But knowing that this is odd and weird and kind of creepy is good to know, because it's easier to just let it go. Normal people don't keep their hair from when they were kids. It's not even my baby hair. It's not even my first haircut. Why am I doing this? Why did I keep this? Could I donate it to Locks of Love? No. No, I could not. I couldn't donate it anywhere. It needs to be donated to the garbage service. So this is just trash. A receipt from Costco, the hair, some labels, my son's hair, a drawstring, a hospital bracelet that only has, this is one of my kids, but they don't even put the kid's name on there anymore. They just put the mom's name. And honestly, I'm just not sentimental about it. I don't want to be. I want that to not be something that I feel attached to. And my ultrasound picture from me. So what I'm getting rid of today, these make me a little bit sad, but you know, I don't use them. I'm never going to. These are scarves, silk scarves of my grandmother's. And again, it's one of those things that I never saw her wear these ever. I'm sure she did, but they were kind of old fashioned. And I think by the time I came along, she wasn't wearing them anymore. And they're cool, but these aren't my favorites. I'm keeping my favorite ones. There's one here that I really love, and there's this awesome green one that it's kind of, you can't really tell in this lighting, but it's this really beautiful emerald green color. It's not even translating, but it's a really cool pattern, and it's this thick, it's not silk, it's cloth, and I just really like that one. So I'm keeping the ones that I do love. And there's this one, this is very old, and it's an infinity one, and I don't know what to even do with it. It doesn't really fit around your neck in a normal way. I could put it through a purse ring, but I'm just not going to, and I know that. I never have used it, and I'm just not going to. So I'm gonna offer those to Leah because they were grandmother's, and you know, I don't want to get rid of them unless they truly aren't wanted. But I'm keeping the ones that I love, and I feel so good about that because, like I've said in other videos with my sentimental grandparent items, I don't need to keep every single thing. I have memories of them, I have pictures of them, and I can keep some things and not keep everything. And like I said, I don't even have memories of her with these. So it's an easy cut. Anyway, the Moby bag and this purse. I'm getting rid of a headband that I did use and really love, but I have so many headbands and it is coming apart at the seam a little bit. I could repair it, but I have literally probably 24 headbands. That's gonna be in a different video probably, going through headbands. There's a little ribbon from something, I don't even know, but it's going in the trash. I feel kind of feel bad about this because I can smell it. I can tell that there is some kind of tincture in here that probably was made for me by someone. So I'm gonna ask my mom and my mother-in-law if maybe they made them for, it's not labeled. I should have labeled it, and I'm really bad about labeling things, but I don't know what it is. So I can't take it, I can't use it. I don't know what it is or how much to take or anything. I don't even know where it came from. So I don't know what to do with this, but I'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna keep this turtle. This is a wooden turtle with eyes. Honestly, so my mom has a lot of stuff in her house that I think is really cool and cute for the kids. Like she has a little tiny fake bird in one of her plants. She has like little tiny birds' nests and stuff. She has a little metal mouse in the bathroom above the vanity. And there are all these, it's almost like little Easter eggs for the kids because they just find them and it gives them this, they just get delighted when they see these things in her house. And it doesn't do any harm. It doesn't really take up much surface area. And I'm kind of looking to have a few of those things in my house. Like maybe put this on a bookshelf or something. Just a cute little like house Easter egg. All right, we're about to go donate all of my stuff. Do you have any advice on how to handle that emotionally?
Put it out of your life and don't look back.
Smash it right down into the dungeon.
We could.
There it is.
Goodbye stuff. We won't miss you.
There's more in there. That's my book.
Sure is. We donated it here like several weeks ago.
So nobody wants it so far. But it's not a kid's book, and they have it in the kids' book section. You should move it.
You want people to pay more for it because they already don't want it.
As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. We hope you like this video. We hope you subscribe to our channel so we can spend more time together talking about minimalism, ways that you can simplify your life. And it's all so that we can have more meaningful time with our loved ones and do things in our lives that align with our belief systems instead of being cluttered in our minds and in our homes. And we hope to see you next time.